Hello everyone, Darren here, and welcome back to IXION. Now in the last episode we had visited the Protagoras in the deepest, darkest, coldest recesses of space. So cold in fact that some of our crew members on board the Tycoon are beginning to freeze to death. Such is the hazards of the space weather that we're currently residing in. But the reason we're here is to extract the 950 cryonic pods that are currently encased in ice in the Protagoras right over there. Now, a lot of people we've actually pulled back already and have begun the thawing process. Our population is bulging past 1,000 currently. And in order to house all these people, we've had to expand into Sector 4, which is basically like a nice blank slate for us. We have the foundations down to build extra houses, and we're going to be putting down a lot of storage here because there is a huge abundance of resources still left to gather and exploit in the Immortan system. But in thinking about it, I realized that we're running up against quite an obvious problem, actually. And that is that we've only got 40 power available. In totality, I was going to say. So with that power, there's no way we can put the extra 600 people that we have yet to be thawed out and, you know, brought back to life. There's no way we can put them to work. So what the hell are we going to do? So I was thinking we could just leave them, but I wouldn't feel very good about that. So what are we going to do instead? Sorry, wrong button. Is we're going to hop into Sector 4, build as much housing as we can, and put them up like the refugees they are. They're Dolos people, they're our people. So we're going to put them up, try to have them just live, optimally be happy here without too much work to do before we get to the next system where they are going to be needed. Now, the question is, can we feed them? And I don't know. I haven't done the math on it, and I'm not going to. We're just going to figure it out. I'm pretty sure we can. Now, I'll probably try and build more food. And I'm also going to build lots of storage in here because, like I said, there's so many resources out there, and storage is relatively cheap to kind of keep active. So an airlock in here with some cargo ships and transfers and things, that's what these guys are going to have. Now, we're also working on a technology, the Legislative Strengthening Center. Basically going to pause that. I actually did pause it in the last episode, but in loading the game, it actually seems to re-up the thing. So we're going to research this one instead. Photosensitive lamination solar panel upgrade, which is going to mean that the price of getting those solar panels is going to be a little cheaper. And we should be able to do that. There is so much resources around us that it's totally viable that we can get another 100 power or so just from getting some of the carbon, turning it into polymer and getting some of the electronics going. So on the exterior of our ship, it's going to cost us 225 and 4 electronics. The polymer cost should come down to about 200 when we want to get this done. 202, I think. So we can totally do that. We have 145 right now. At the very least, we can get the plus 51 power and get cracking. So I guess let's let time play. I've actually just also think it's worth mentioning, I want to put a halt on getting these cryonic pods because it's a bit too much. I don't want to overdo it. If we take on too many all at once, we'll have big problems on our hands. So what we're going to do instead is say, forget that, change my mind. Put them all into the 2 storage pits if you can, and we're going to start rebuilding and redefining this area out here in our agricultural sector. It's going to be very important we get this right if we want to have 3 farms on the go, hopefully being able to feed, you know, over twice the population that we started the previous episode with. Okay, so in order to get this started, I was having a look at kind of possible layouts that we could do. I'm going to cut the road here, cut it here. We've actually got 100 alloys here right now, so we're going to throw down some extra batteries this way. In fact, we'll cut the road even here. And that still leaves this house with access to the road there. They're totally fine. Alright, another battery here, and another one here. And another one right in front of it. Now, I'm probably going to remove these ones, so we'll have 6 in total. It's still an upgrade. Oh, sorry. Okay, cool. Boom. So something like that. We'll let these get built, and then we'll start dismantling this when the alloys kind of empty out a little bit. I'm going to have to keep a really, really close eye on the populations of these sectors, because it's only, you know, it's on a knife's edge of being overpopulated. Remember, we can't have more than 500 in a sector, because we can't even feed them. And we could if we got another technology, but tech is really tight. It's finite now. We're just waiting to, well, kind of finite. We're producing it over time, but at a very slow rate. Comparatively speaking, we'd have to wait about 50 cycles to get 1 technology, and we have 2 technologies that we need to even get out of the system, so it's going to be a while yet. Anyway, I was just making space there because we're going to put down some extra housing here. Want to spend as much of these alloys as possible And get rid of this one as well. Cool. So a lot of... It's going to be a very, very heavy, building-heavy episode. There's a lot of stuff to rebuild and move around. So these are all empty now, which is what I wanted. So before we can actually remove them, we have to dismantle. And we're going to compress down the space and make it a little bit more efficient, okay? So just for a recap, Sector 1. Sector 1, our overall space sector. We're increasing the population here because a lot of people are unhoused. Sector 2, industrial focused. We're reorganizing and slamming in the territory a little bit to get rid of wasted grid spaces. Sector 3, agriculture. We're trying to increase the amount of agricultural output here because we've built 2 fusion stations. Lots of water is being produced. Lots of ice is being stored. And then Sector 4, housing and storage. Excess ice, excess food. Store it all up here if we can. Because what's happening actually is that we can't even produce food because we've got so much we're not even storing it anywhere. So those are the plans. So in here, these guys are still happy, but they won't be for too much longer. We need to get them a DLS center themselves. So I was thinking just something like up here I think will be fine, right? Something like that. If we need to move it, we will. So it's actually... yeah, that's fine, whatever. And we'll just see how that goes. So we have 10 electronics there, 59. Yep, all good. And then we just need to set this Sector 4 to say receive alloys all the time. Okay. Meanwhile, out here, you don't really have to worry about it too much. Ships are going around mining, collecting. The priority system is working very well for me right now, so there's no real problems. We don't really need to change anything. If I notice any ships not doing anything or going excessively far, we'll change what's right in front of us. But right now, we're just going to be getting a lot of iron, getting a lot of carbon and silicon, and actually... you can keep drilling silicon as well, even if it is a little bit far away. Just want to always be making sure we're getting some silicon. I am getting serious amounts of lag for some reason. What the hell is going on? Are we okay? I got this once before, but it kind of sorts itself out every now and then. Just requires a restart, I think. Are we okay? Yeah, these are emptying out now. So what we're going to do is just assign this to food. Just store up a little bit of extra food, and we might have to move to other sectors later. But it's just to let them go somewhere. Oh my god, look at all the forklifts. Holy crap. So much food being distributed from here. And then, like we said, there's a lot of alloys now going into building up these batteries and decommissioning these ones. So we can start to power these down now. So overall, it's still a net negative for alloys, right? It's going to cost us 160 alloys, and we're saving 80. But this should give me the space I need then to start working on another farm. And that might be the best the sector can ever get, really. Alright, we'll just speed up time. Things are looking good. And we've got 132 cryonic pods, so that's going to be our kind of cap for a while. I don't want to pick up any extra guys. I had said... ooh, Sector 4 is unhappy now. I had said that I was going to constantly just pile them all in, but... of course, if you do that, you do take a stability hit, and I also just don't want to overdo how much population I'm taking on, because it could just be a whole mess. Because when I realized that this one is at 490, I was like, oh my god, people won't even be able to eat here soon, which is dangerous, right? So, just taking it a little slower, at least internally, and managing like what we're building a little bit better. So we're going to start decommissioning these buildings as well. Now there's alloys pouring in here all the time, so I don't even know if we'll be able to dismantle these, given what storage we have. And we're at 80% for the technology right now, so now we're just waiting on tech to build up via the tech tree. And if we could have an extra polymer thing, that'd be nice, because we're going to need lots of polymers in here. So we'll just assign that to polymers, and then we'll just set the polymer rate in sector... well, I can't change it right now. We'll set it to be max, though. So deliver your polymers in here, because we're going to be sending it out to build more power, basically solar panels. Alright, they've basically worked on this area, so just hack away at that. And we'll put down extra maintenance on this side. Okay, and they're all going to do iron. And they're not going to do anything anymore and get removed and moved. Is that it? Yep. So once these get built, that'll automatically transfer in. That's not a big problem. And then we can set up a row of hydrogen on the left side. Okay, looking good. Our batteries are being built. We've only got one constructor here, so he's a bit under pressure. We've got optimal conditions, although they're negative here. But once this gets built, we should be fixed. and happy again. And then obviously what we want to also do for space in the sector is build a docking bay. That's a big priority on that. Because then we can make...
Accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
Hey, I just noticed... Oh, I'm sure it's fine. Anyway, then we can make more ships and head out. An accident occurred at the construction thing here. Did anyone die? Nobody died. Is this still being... Oh, we're not constructing because they had an accident. Oh, that's so unfortunate. It's the guy that was doing it, I guess. Oh, well. Alright, how's it looking? Things are okay? Houses are being built, things are being removed. That's what those noises are. Workshop has been disabled in Sector 1 due to an accident. Again. Alright, the extra polymers are flooding in. 75 in total. Still optimal power, 490 in total people here. We can only feed 500. In fact, let's stop the cryonic pods from ever going to Sector 1 now because you can't handle it. Set sector population limit, actually, 500. That's a nice little quality of life feature. Didn't see that before. Yeah, we can start sending them into... Well, to be honest, we can start sending them all into Sector 4 at this point, I think. I mean, Sector 3 is 83 homeless. But they're okay. They're still not unhappy, so... Everyone's going to be arriving in here. Now, population-wise, how are we doing for housing in this place? Sector 4 has 40 people and 80 houses. 40 workers total. Slightly unhappy until the constructor gets back out there. He's just about to hit it now. There we go. And now they're neutral. Whack on the intense propaganda. Tell everyone everything's going to be just fine. Lie to their faces. Alright, let's get drilling a little further out. We could do some ice drilling. This is why I feel like we need storage, because we can't, like, almost full on water, so we need to be able to melt that ice. Oops. But we have to store it somewhere. And I have a feeling, I really don't know, I genuinely don't know. But in the next sector, I bet there won't be as much ice or something, so it's like, yes, or maybe hydrogen, because there was tons of that as well. So it's like, pile it up now, keep it there, and then finally, hopefully, we'll get to the text where we can actually make use of this hydrogen, because I haven't seen a use for it yet still. But it was in the first system, and there was more of it in this system, so I'm guessing in the next one we'll finally see it. Alright, looking good. So, storage. Start piling up some storage on this side, and that leaves 3 grid on the other side to add some extra things in too. How are we doing here? These are being decommissioned. Store some alloys here as well, please. Just go out and get these things quicker. 89%, 90%, looking good. And now we can dismantle these ones. Okay. Now another thing we can do here is I want to move the mess hall. How are we doing for polymers? 160. Silicon, 110. Can we turn this on? We go into extra hours. They need about 5 more people. So we could just power down something really quickly. What could we power down? Come on. I feel like we need everything. The infirmary. Guess we don't need one of these. Alright, Sector 3 is 85 homeless, so that's okay. We're not bringing any extra people in, we're just leaving that for a while. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of our cargo ships are out. We should have 5 in total out and about. One of them's not doing anything because all they can do really is get ice, I suppose. Yeah, because they were set to get people. Just tell them to get ice. Hopefully come in a bit quicker. This is a high priority, please. 500 ices right here, so just go back and forth as quick as you can. Then we'll hit Thatcher V8 as we work our way down. Check all these planets out. Right, I'll try to keep, time moving kind of swiftly, but there's 4 sectors to manage is a lot, And we also need batteries out here now, too. Still waiting on these to get dismantled. It's taking quite a while. And our extra infirmary is up and running, so we can dismantle this one now. And get rid of the roads. Alright, looking good. No major problems. 95 people still to be thawed out. These are being dismantled.
Solar panel badly damaged.
Ooh. Ooh.
The crew's trust in your leadership is falling.
Okay, solar panel badly damaged. We have never had that before.
Power supply overloaded.
That is going to be definitely because of the cold weather. Okay. Yikes, that's pretty bad. What can we do about that? Does it just get repaired over time, or... I don't know. Now, Sector 1, 2, and 3 have batteries. Sector 4 doesn't, so they're obviously freaking out right now. It's just saying that they need a battery. It's gonna have to do it like that for a moment. And have they... I've told them to take in the alloys, haven't I? Yes. Okay. And then what about the alloys in Sector 3? Lower that down a bit. Yeah, that's not going to be good. No amount of propaganda is helping that when they're just out of power completely. Also, there's no point having a battery now. We just need to get power back online, right? So, how do we do that? Sector 3 had an accident. That's okay. Sector 4, some people are unwell. Sector 2, accident as well. Now we have the big power outage sign freaking everyone out, including me. Now, we are repairing. External construction. This panel is broken. Click to repair. Repair in progress. Okay. What we can do, I guess, is power things down, right? We've got 40 excess power. So, you know what?
Power
Turn that off.
restored.
That keeps us going for a bit. Keeps us right on the fucking edge, man. Alright, get that battery built. Alright, that was a humbling lesson right there, that any moment your solar panels can break. Good thing we have a lot of food. I don't like this freaky music. Should we get harvesting even yet more ice and, I guess, carbon out here? Ice is fine for now, I think. Got loads of ice there. They're drilling here. Yep, that's all good. Maybe start drilling some iron ore as well if you can. Okay, let's see how long that's going to take to fix. Oh, it's done. It's fixed already. That wasn't so bad. That wasn't so bad. It's just a little shock factor and it hurts trust a bit. It's not exactly my fault. Why are you losing trust in me? Alright, we're at 495 out of 500. That means that it isn't fixed yet, is it? Can't be.
Power supply overloaded.
God damn it, I got an achievement for power outage. At least that feels good.
Warning. A sector is being overworked.
Really? I guess because of this. This is 5 power and a few of the extra little things I've just built. That could be doing it. Doesn't quite feel like it though, but okay. Alright.
Power restored.
I'm gonna keep power off on food and some iron just for a moment. Let power restore. Try to avoid those problems. So what we need to do now is get more storage built this way. These are going to be doing hydrogen. And then these ones are not going to be doing hydrogen anymore. They'll need to be powered on, do they? Let's just leave 2 of them on for now. Oh yeah, I built another mess hall. That's fair as well. We wanted to get rid of this one now. And we want to set one of these to be doing food instead. So we can get rid of this. And that makes a lot more space over this way. I'm also going to start dismantling this bad boy. This one can now come back on. Alright, we are absolutely min-maxing power, but things are looking a little bit better now. That was just a bit of a mistake on my part. So we need a road to go up this way if we want to actually build them. Okay. So let's just take a little sit rep. Sector 3, kind of unhappy. Why? Homelessness. Okay. That's alright. We'll send them to Sector 4. It won't be any problem. Now, how many workers are we dealing with here? We have 60 extra workers than we need. Well, that's because of this. So I just turned that on for a second. Now what? Got about 40. Yeah, so let me just send, I don't know, 20. From Sector 3 to Sector 4. And we'll send non-workers as well. Non-workers, another 20. Alright, hopefully that will solve that issue. Damn, yeah. Don't know what's up with the frame rate. Tell you what, I'll just save it right here. And then just load back in. Because I think it's just, I just gotta quit out and come back. Alrighty, I am back. Hopefully everything's running a little bit better. Okay, just to do another little bit of a recap, what's going on. So we've got hunger in Sector 1. That's because there's one person who can't eat. Alright, we'll have to move them. So, non-workers, I guess. 1 or 5. Can we do 1? We can. Did it last time as well. Sector 4, off you go. Alright, so they can eat again. Sector 3, a little bit of homelessness. Sector 4, working conditions is in overwork right now. Yikes. Really? Well, we've got more people moving in a second. Is it just the stockpiles? Yes. So, you're doing food. You don't do anything. And then a battery. Does anyone work that? Nobody works it. At least it's charging now. Did I move people wrong? How did this happen? Just... all I've added was the DLS center. But okay. Yeah, there's still 40 workers. 49 are required. Okay. Oh, right. I'm so silly. It's this thing. God. Terrible. Am I just absolutely terrible? How have I made it this far? Anyway. I mean in life. Alright, these are emptying out now, are they? They should be. Now that they can reach in there.
Complete.
Alright, population transfer complete. They should be okay now. Can begin to build some new ships as well, but we want to save up the polymers first, and primarily to build the improvements to power. Then we won't have these power problems, so we can expand it a little bit better. So we've gotten rid of that other alloy building, but we're going to build it over just a bit closer again. So just rebuild it basically where it was, but just slightly over. And then this is going to become food. Really, one of these will probably become food for the mess hall. And this can empty out now as well. Good. This mess hall has been dismantled. Excellent. Okay, good. Things are getting a little bit more compressed. Life is good in the optimized quarters. Now we can actually build a new colonization thing. So we can move this over. We have to get rid of the road here. And then we can get rid of this one. Excellent. Alright, things are looking good. We're down to 499. Someone might have died. I might have missed that. We did move one person, but it should have went down to 500. Extra working hours in here. Not really sure what I can turn off, to be honest. Maybe we could just move some people in. They only need 5 extra workers. So again, population management, Sector 3. To Sector 2. 5 workers. Just keep them optimal for now. They should still empty that. Oh my god. Damn it, are you kidding me? Solar panel damage again?
The crew's trust in your leadership is falling.
I know. I'm losing trust in myself at this rate. Jeez.
Power supply overloaded.
We have batteries though now, so this will be okay for a little while. This battery didn't fully replenish.
Has occurred in the tycoon.
Sector 1. At least people are neutral. No one's angry and stuff yet. I want to reorganize this area, but I can't get rid of this food.
Population transfer complete.
Batteries, guys, are you working on it or what? 70% for the repairs? Looks like we're going to run out of power briefly in Sector 4. Nothing I can do about it. The other sectors will keep operating, so they're going to go from happy to very unhappy very fast. Sorry. There you go, okay? Chill, everybody chill. Alright, we finally cleared the space now here that I can actually start building again. So, food. We're going to go with a crop farm, rotate it around this way. And I guess this will have to get done first. We'll set a high priority on it. And then we'll start laying out all the farms to go along here. So, just looking at it, trying to work out how they can be laid out. Yeah, so because of this, this will have to go like this. They're all still connected to a road that way. Don't know if they need to. Is this working just fine either way? This actually isn't connected to a road and it's still working. But I guess if it breaks or something. Stockpiles are being disabled. I need to read these. What's happening? Non-workers have been moved from sector. Workers, okay. Injured. That's okay. Alright, things are alright, I think. Now, we're almost done at this area. We can finally start to move. Oh, maybe we can go pick up some extra people in the Protagoras. So what's left? 550, dear God. We don't have to thaw them though. We could just power down the cryonics until we get our food up and running again. The food is still looking really good. Finally, this is done. Okay, right, get rid of that. I can reorganize this place a little bit. So, we know that we're going to need a lot of storage here. So, let's just go like that. And then we'll need another one just down below. Crew member died during the last cycle. One in an accident. Damn it.
Power supply overloaded.
501. Now, we basically have enough to start improving power, so we can finally avoid this issue. Solar panel. Yeah, it's 202. Good. Yeah, we should have what we need for it. Plus 50 extra power. It's going to take a while to build, obviously, and we need to power something off. Just anything at this point.
Power restored.
Actually, this can be powered off. We just need to... Well, I suppose you need to have it on to build more, don't you? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's as good as it gets. And that leaves a nice little space for either another battery or a house or something. It's a 4x3. I just realized as well, if you hover over this, it actually tells you like 4x4, 3x3, etc. So that's kind of nice. If there's anything that's 4x3, you can pop it in there. No, don't think so. We'll just leave it open anyway for a while. Maybe put a battery in there or something at some point. Alright, that's going to be a huge amount of alloys needed, but we've got them, so it's okay. That's going to power, it's going to pile on tons of power. Now, do they still deliver? They do still build if we power it off. Okay, that's okay then. Alright, 494 out of 500. Let's see. This can be, again, alloys, I guess. And we're going to need lots of storage up by the docking bay. Alright, cool. Alright, that should get us on top of things a little bit more. Right, I think we're going to have to get moving in a moment. Although power is such that we need these batteries to recharge and we're right on the edge. So we really do need that solar panel to get done soon. This is such a struggle for me now. Well, I'm enjoying it. I just feel like I've been a little bit chaotic for the episode, so I'll try to get it all back on track. Now, our mining ships, are they working? There's no iron left, there's no silicon. Or, okay, so all they're doing is mining ice right now. So let's just open up a few other things. They can kind of go over here, I guess. Start mining again. This is all ice. Well, still, I'll just open it up anyway. Okay. Iron is down here. And so is carbon. I feel like a few times I've called that copper now. Apologies if I have. Okay, so that's available now. So they should be, that's plenty to get. And actually, you can even fly out here and start getting the silicon. So each ship will have have its priority ready to go. There we go. We're heading to everything now. Good. Love it. So do you want to start taking these guys back on? I thought I just did that. I guess not. Right. Did I tell them to go get them and then I didn't let it be active? Anyway, they're doing it now, so that's good. God, what a nightmare. Negative opinion in here. Why is that? Homelessness is above 25% in the sector. Honestly, at this point, population-wise, we might need to... This is such a jumbled mess over here. And then we've got just ice just being stored everywhere. And then food. Yeah, it's really difficult. Alright, we could put 15... A crew... build a building, a population building for 15 people here. Just fill that gap just so it looks nice. Does seem like this needs to be powered in order to get its deliveries. We're finally doing iron here just fine. So this can all be powered off. That's done. Some of the hydrogen here is now redundant. This could be removed. Actually, this could be food and this can be emptied. And power that off. Alright, we're saving little bits of power here or there. We've compressed in this space in a pretty good way. This can be deleted and remove all this. And then I've got lots of space to build things in here. In fact, we could even move that up and have it next to each other so they just look a bit better. I think it would fit in there. Does this road come along this way? Yes, it does. Alright, good. It's necessary optimizations. How's the building going out on the exterior? We're at 50%. It's doing its thing. Tech-wise, we're actually now getting the Legislative Strengthening Center. No. We need to be getting this now. And that can be done after. Alright. Good. Things are back on track, although homelessness is a problem. Extra hours, negative. Happy. So it's still negative in here. We'll have to figure out why that is. So it's just homelessness and then we need to move people. So we're at 392. So this place is at 500. That ain't changing. 226 extra hours. So they need people. Okay. So let's work this out. They're short 15, but if we could send even more in, that'd be great. And then how much housing do we have? That's more important to me. In Sector 2, 240. Damn. Not much. Damn it. Ah. Alright, we might just have to send lots of non-workers out this way as well. Yeah. Okay, non-workers then from Sector 3 to Sector 4. 100. Let's just do it, and we'll get building these houses. Yeah, I might change the layout of that. Actually, I'm already unhappy with it because storage is probably just going to go over here anyway. So let's do electronics can go up in the corner because it's used not very often. And that can be just removed now. This is alloys. It's like our only alloys, and this is as well. Okay. Still lots of iron around, so that's good. And we should be able to go gather some iron now, as long as these ships are of priority. 830 iron is out there. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, things are looking good. Looking a little bit better. And once we get that power boost, we'll just save up. We'll just save up polymers again. You know what? Actually, it would be great. Inside the waste disposal, let's change this to polymers so we can invest again. We've got actually a pretty good amount of electronics. Invest again into the next power boost as well. So we've got a lot of homelessness in here now. But I'm not too worried about that because we're building a house at least. And they should be getting alloys delivered here. Anyways. Damn, that storage was free. Didn't need to get rid of it.
Administrator, you can implement a new policy.
Implement a new policy. Oh, you guys are fine. It's as good as it gets. I'm just worried about the extra hours in Sector 2 now. It's only by a little bit. It's like 10 people, 11 people. Stockpiles of food are full, so we can't get rid of that. Because the problem is they're delivering food faster than I can actually move it from one place to another. Which is kind of a funny issue, but
Caution. Hull integrity below 50%.
yeah, they've been building for a while. Don't worry, they're almost done. 83%. Just trying to think, like, what can I do to move that food away? Could do that. So now they're on food. This will be moved into these other things. This will be moved out. Yeah, there they go. Alright, good. God, this is logistics, super logistics heavy. Have we got that power yet? Jeez, what's taking so long, man? 97%. Boom. Alright, that's all of our problems solved. So now we can turn this on. This can continue building, suck down all those alloys, boost food production massively, build all of the... Then we just need to focus on getting loads of alloys so we can actually build out this area again. Yeah, all good. Cool. Alright, things are flowing now again. I keep having to say that. I'm reassuring myself when I say these things. And batteries are pretty good, so we can get moving as well in a moment. Actually, yeah, let's just get moving now. Although hull integrity is quite low, let's let that build just a little bit, and then we'll go down to the next stop, which is Tatra V8. This is a high priority. Did nobody go and get the ice up there? Where's the Pelican right now? Oh, is he just in the ship right now? Is to go and make another trip? Yeah. Alright, at least it's making sense, at least.
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
Sector 2. Is that an accident? 3 crew members were injured. Oh my god, I didn't notice like all the little bits of ice just floating around. Alright, how we doing? So this can finally be removed, and then we can get rid of some of these buildings over here. Or this building and this road, I guess. This weird road pattern that we've got going on. Oh my god, I didn't realize. Building dismantle tool. That would have been so helpful to notice that. Instead I've been doing it manually every time. Alright, so factory. And that leaves how much? That leaves us a gap of 6, okay? And we can look for buildings then that have 6. So like this is 6 by 15. Polymer refinery is 9 by 6. So you can have it sideways. Fit some stuff in there. Could change what goes down here maybe. Or just have 2. Fusion station is also 6 by 12. Pretty good actually, but it just comes down a bit. Oh no, oh my god, it fits perfect. Could throw a fusion station in here if we end up delivering ice or needing more things to handle ice. It does fit nicely, and it is actually it's considered a industry building. Waste treatment, that doesn't fit. Population, anything with 6. Optimized quarters fit, so we could just go do a line like that. Change how these ones work. I don't know. I'll think about it. It's good just to compress the space down though, and then I'm going to get rid of... Or we could just absolutely churn out a lot of iron, thinking about it. We don't have to get rid of this. If we have the power to manage it now. Hull integrity is getting better, and we're building these farms up all the time. So this should be tons of food for everybody. So much so that I want to just go Sector 4. Food, max. Sector 2, max the food, please. Sector 1, max that food. Just make sure we're distributing it all the time. And they're building up this other house now. They just need 2 more alloys. So yeah, things are looking good. So just for a bit of a recap, we have some homelessness in Sector 3 and Sector 4. They're optimal conditions, optimal, a little bit of extra hours here. Only by the tiniest bit. So as we thaw out the last few people, or the next few people, we can maybe send them into the sector as a priority. Can we do that, please? Sector 2. Sector 2 can get workers, please. Now, do we have extra workers in here that we don't need? We do. We've got about 10 extra. So to speed that process up, let's move them in now. Alright. Good. And then once we fill this place up, then again, we'll turn on the docky bay, add some more ships, and start pulling things in faster, get these storage bins built. Probably set it to ice and things like that, so we can send it into the other sector to get thawed out later. Yeah, so ice. What else? What else is in abundance out there? Maybe even cryonic pods, thinking about it. So we don't want too much cryonic pods in one sector. Actually, no, you can stay on, sorry. This place really needs to be rebuilt and reorganized. But it's getting better, for sure. Yeah, I reckon let's get moving so that we speed up the process of things getting delivered here. So we'll move down just a little bit now to Thatcher V8. Maybe there's 2 ships about to arrive, so we'll let them just hit us. And then we'll go. Hopefully not too much damage traveling through the ice storms. Goodbye, Protagoras. Now, our ship is still going to keep going over there and getting the rest of those people back. But I think as chaotic and messy as this has been, I think I managed to stay on top of it, relatively speaking. Power obviously cut multiple times, but I don't think we had many deaths. Not many, anyway, so that's good. Most of these people have been fine. Two-thirds of the way there. We should spot this gas giant in just a sec. I absolutely still do not see... Alright, it's just there. Wow, it's massive. Alright, we're here. You can actually see the ice on the kind of edges.
Complete.
Alright, how's the sectors looking now? Just go back over things. Sector 1, neutral, happiness and optimal conditions. Sector 2, neutral and extra hours. Sector 3, negative, not happy. I'm having unopened cryonic pods in the sector. Yeah, I've taken in too many. Well, it's in the sector, right? So what we could do is maybe distribute them into Sector 4. And how many have we told to keep in Sector 3? 220. So let's say, I don't know, 150? And if we can try to aim for 150 in that sector as well. I think it'll obviously store up more in the one we have, but still, see if it works out. At least it might balance the negativity from it. And we need to stop getting them for a moment. Just until they're ready. Now, we've come a lot down further, so again, the mining is going very well. We're mining faster than we can pick things up. Which means that we can employ extra cargo ships in a moment. Maybe just to go collect some of this stuff. Ideally, we'd actually collect more than we can get through and take it with us to the next system, rather than actually just using it as we go through. We're 20% for the next technology, the technology we need in order to analyze what was going on in the Protagoras and then find the coordinates for the next vol jump, which is going to set our hull integrity down another 100 points, increasing the challenge of the game even further. I'm glad I didn't make the mistake of building up a ton of, what's it called, like, production buildings here, because that's what I was initially thinking I was going to do, but clearly that would have been absolutely detrimental. Because we do not have the power, even with the upgrades, to kind of handle all this. Okay, and I'll clean up this road then. I guess we could just do it now. Can we work in here now? What's the... Yeah, so we probably have too many workers coming into this place. Go into Sector 4 now. Oh, they are going to Sector 4 as well. So non-workers. Non-workers need to go here also. Everyone's population limit should be 500, just in case. Good. So did we... Yeah, we mitigated that... Oh, did we? The cryonic pod thing? They don't seem so unhappy about that anymore. Either we just got through enough, or they have started to move. Oh, they're being delivered all the time. None of them are actually going in here. I think this guy is just busy enough delivering them to where they need to go. Let's turn this one on and see what happens. Maybe they'll get distributed then. Alright, what else am I messing up now? Let's get rid of this. It's not needed for anything. This is hydrogen. So those are all offline because they're just full up anyway. This is doing food, and then we've iron. So iron, we're just baking through iron super fast now. Yeah, so I'm going to actually dismantle this building. It doesn't need to be online anymore. Leave that one there, and we'll put other things in here in the future. I'm just not sure exactly what just yet. Again, storage is always fine. We can move the construction buildings over. More waste management, for instance. Something like that could probably will be needed in future. And then I like the idea of having Fusion Center up there just because it fits. Alright, the food is pretty much being all fully built here now. One crew member died during the last cycle due to environmental effects. Well, whoop-dee-doo. Alright, 24 power available in excess. If our solar panels break again, we're screwed. We can almost get moving a bit further down, right, to Mach R, because there's very little left for us to get. There's just still a bit of ice out here. 128. Maybe I'll tell... You guys aren't getting it, so yeah, 2 ships can go do that now, right? Good. That should speed up the process of that. We're going to be storing a lot of ice in Sector 4, and then using the remaining polymer that we have to build, again, more solar panels. What are the next set? Another 225. Oh, God damn. Here's 202. 4 electronics. So we're currently turning waste into polymer. 20 polymer every 10 cycles. Takes quite a while. And then we're obviously working at the polymer refinery. We've lots of carbon stored up. I mean, we could just build another polymer refinery because we need it right now. Why not at least get people working on it and get through it a bit quicker, right? If we've got too much and we have the power and ability to get more, let's do it. Just build it over there because it fits. I should have probably just built it here, but whatever. Alright. They are now full up on water, interestingly. Probably power these guys down. Yeah, I guess power down for a bit. Alright, we have enough to build more housing, because Sector 4 has a little bit of a lack of housing. Yep, could always do it storing up more food as well.
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
3 crew members were injured. Okay. Ugh. Ice is full. Chronic pods are filling up. Have we filled up chronic pods in here? Yes, now we're doing it. Good. So that's just distributing the unhappiness from having too many in one place. I can understand. It's like, it's a weird thing to put in the game. I don't really get why it's in it, like gameplay-wise, design-wise. But I see what they're going for. Like, if there was just piles and piles and piles of people, more so than there's in the sector, it's like, that is sad. When the hell did this power down? I don't remember doing that. Does that actually change? We still have 2 from propaganda without the building being powered. That doesn't seem right. I would have assumed that you need to keep it active to work. I'll just leave it active because I feel like that's how it should be. I suppose if you want to change a policy and watch the cooldown, it needs to be powered, right? Will be good if we get people happy enough that we can turn bodies into waste. Let's start training some colonists as well. I forgot about that. So we do have a lot of electronics. Now, they're not going to actually be building out here until they get enough polymer to do so. They need another 100 or so. So we're going to be waiting quite a while. But we, like I said, we have a second building now doing it. We're making, what is it, 5 per cycle? So now it's going to be 10 per cycle. 10 per cycle, and then 20 every 10 cycles. So it's 12 per cycle, I think is what we're getting, right? Sector 3, fair amount of homelessness. We gotta be moving those guys into Sector 4. And yep, we still have a good amount of alloys to burn through, so I'm not too worried about that. Do wish we could see these, that they rotated around the other way. And we went through all of our iron ore pretty much. Which means, is there none that we're collecting? There's loads out here, but it's just a bit far. I think the journey is just taking a lot longer now. Alright, we're just kind of waiting to get those 2 last batches of ice, and then we can get moving. Then we're going to go down to Mac R. Get as much stuff above us as we can, and then we'll hit Valiant 71. And that should give us a break from the cold. And say that we got everything we could, pretty much, out this way. Pretty much. Now, the last thing to do is just set up storage bays in here for ice. And try to store as much of that as we can, so that we can then bring it with us into the next system. So I'm just waiting on alloys to come in all the time, but effectively we can just block it out. We know where we're going to build, right? So... these could all do ice, for all I care. Get this, just to load these all up with cargo and just tell them all to go collect ice. Ice, ice, ice. But we need polymers for that, which we don't have, because we're trying to increase our power. So I'll just power these all down just in case it messes things up, but they should get built, I think. Yeah. It's weird the way the farms wouldn't get built unless this building was powered, but those ones do. That's what had me confused. I feel like things do look a little bit more structured. We're making use of almost every inch of space here. The only inefficiencies would be a gap here and that little gap that was created in here. Otherwise, pretty good though. And our rate of consuming ice is like way lower now. I've actually locked all those buildings to gathering the ice. Okay. Yep, you are out of iron, so we're not going to be making alloys for very much longer. We're now making twice as much polymer. We could make 3 times as much polymer if we just power these down, actually, now that we don't have enough. Should we do that? Just get the crazy amounts of polymer, because we get everything back if we destroy the building, so why not? 80 alloys. It is a lot, in fairness. I guess that's a problem. But we'll get it back when we destroy it. So we have 131 out of 202 required for the solar panel power output. And we still have 50 excess power. We're fine. Alright, is that the last journey? Yes, it is. They're getting 2 ice. Alright, we can get moving now then. Because we have the batteries to go to take us there. So we're going to go to Mac R. This is where the guys got trapped last time. Making good progress now. Little bumpy at the beginning, but now it's all good. And we're currently, how are we for... I mean, we can't leave anyway until we get this tech built up, so we do have to wait. It was in total 50 cycles, so another like 30 cycles, I guess. Alright. Something I just realized as well. We've got carbon built up there. Maybe we could switch one of these to carbon now as well, just because we have too much of it stored, and then we can deliver more to these different buildings. 15 people are going to be working here. Alright. Alright, we're almost there. So that ship is a long way to come back to us, and we do have to bring in a few more people, obviously. 169 still to go. So that journey is going to be pretty far now for the ship that's going to do that. We'll tell the Gloose Cap to go get them. But yeah, there's 1,500 ice that we've made available for ourselves. There's actually still some to be drilled even. So yeah, if we can load up that sector with like thousands of ice, take it with us to the next system, that'd be ideal, I think. I feel like it's here for a reason. Alright, we've arrived. I actually don't see... Where the hell is the planet? Oh, it's there. Oh my god, it's huge. One crew member died due to environmental effects. At least it's a very... I mean, I don't feel good about that, but it's a very small amount of people, and it's relatively out of my hands. We have to come through here. I'm surprised that they're not saying, like, you know, in 10 cycles, you gotta leave this place. In terms of the ice field, anyway. Right, alloys are down to 240 across the entire place, which is very, very low. But we should have iron coming in now soon. We're a bit closer. Yeah, we can turn this back on now. At least we're still making some now. Lots of polymer being made though. So that's going to be in total 5, 10, 15 plus 2 every cycle. So 17 per cycle polymer. Pretty good. And then we've pretty much told them to distribute it to this place as a priority. Yeah, in fact, I can actually take it out of the other sectors just to make sure. Don't know why they keep saying that they have problems distributing food. We're up to 1,000 food now. Food is gaining even with all these extra people. 190.
An accident has occurred in the tycoon.
Okay. Oh my god, Sector 1. 9 people are injured. Oh my god, that must have been a pretty bad accident. Do we have the alloys here to build this? We do, at least. So that's something. It's a very high priority in getting that sorted for people. Now, Sector 4. Someone's not fed. I think they just transferred during the meal cycle, and that's probably why. They'll be okay. Sector 1, 500. Extra hours here as well, really. Turn that off. Still extra hours. I did build 2 more of these. That just doesn't seem right to me, but okay. Oh, is it? I don't know. I'm not sure how that's happened. That's happened a couple times in this episode. I'm sure it's just something I'm obviously missing. But how did we go from being optimal to not being optimal? Like, I didn't move the workers, did I? I didn't build anything extra. This was here before. I built 2 extra stockpiles. I'm building an infirmary, but it's not down yet, so it doesn't count. So, not entirely sure how we managed to do that, or how I managed to do it. I'll power off the tech building just to save the 30 workers. Maybe. Till we move someone else in here. Is it ever possible that workers could become non-workers? Oh, I think I know. It's because of the injury, right? It's right here in front of me. That's why. Workers got injured, so therefore they ain't working anymore. Therefore, extra hours is online. Which is a bit unfair because this building isn't working because of the breakdown. So they're not being overworked. If I could save these 30, you know, technically we're not being overworked. So we'll just wait until these guys get out of the infirmary and then we'll turn that back on. At least I figured that one out. Sorry for being an idiot. Speaking of, can we turn this one on? No, steel mills are quite expensive work-wise. With the 2 extra polymer refineries, I don't think we can manage it. We're still thawing out people. Yep. It's happening all the time. How's homelessness? Sector 4 has got quite a lot of homelessness and it has no alloys right now. Gonna have to really pinch for alloys. So we're gonna bring Sector 2 down to 50. Sector 3 to 50 as well. Yeah, Sector 1 needs... and yeah, okay. 4 needs a lot because we're gonna be upgrading it. And obviously 1 needs a lot because it is where we repair.
Solar panel badly damaged.
Oh my god. Now, we're currently building new ones. not repairing this one. I reckon just finish the one you're doing. And we'll be okay. And then we'll just build a new one again. Now, hull integrity is getting very low. because we're building so much on the outside. How are we looking up above? Yeah, 169 left to go. You can stop getting ice. Just get those people, please. Lots of ice and stuff to bring in here. And then I really just want to save the extra polymers. Oh, we have the extra polymers, actually, yeah. Now we need to turn this on. Well, I can't do that yet. And then build 3 ships that are all going to be cargo ships. We're going to go like mad out there picking up all that stuff. This will be our storage sector, I guess. Alright, how we doing? Solar panels have been built. Now we can repair the ones that broke. Which is going to hurt the integrity for a little while longer. But these get done pretty quickly. At least. It's not too bad. Looks good. Look at us. We're getting pretty thick. Getting pretty thick. And then we'll put all of our energy back into repairing everything. Now, let's redress the polymer situation. That does not need to be so much anymore. And we're not storing any in Sector 4. Alright, that's going to send some in here now in future. And then we can activate this. Get these things built. And then pick up as much ice as possible. Store it all in all these different places. Which is very low on alloys. So yeah, we can actually power this building down then. We don't need to be doing that anymore. Save on the alloys. And with the extra iron that's coming in, power this thing back on. Okay, good. We're up to 600 potential power now. Excess of 72. This can go back on. Apparently, no it can't. We're still not recovered. Recovery does take a while. But we're repairing the hull at 44 per cycle now, which is good. And we're mining ice like nobody's business. And we're going to get out there and start collecting ice like crazy when these ships get made. So there we go. First one's being constructed. More polymer being delivered for the next one. Crew member died. Okay, things are looking good. Still have that guy who's hungry in Sector 4. Not really sure what that's about.
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
That's okay. Nobody died from it. Yes, they did. One crew member was killed. That's on me, man. Extra hours. That's on me. There's 2 polymer refineries, 2 steel mills. It's demanding work. It's taking its toll. Yeah, not really sure what else we could turn off at this point. I guess this building, maybe. Nah, not really. We'll just keep them on. There's 5 people needed to be sent in here, so from Sector 4 to Sector 2, 5 workers, please. God, we're micromanaging so much now. 1 crew member died during the last cycle in an accident. Yep, we saw that. Fleet not doing anything. Who's not doing anything? They've got nothing left to mine. They're all just mining ice. That's okay for a moment. We're building up 2,000 ice. This can now go out and get ice. And bring it back. The Pushpaka Vimana. You're getting people. There's something for everyone to get still, so I don't know what... Oh, it was just the one ship that became available. Yeah, yeah. Alright, that's fine. Go out and get your ice. To be honest, I'd say this one's the high priority. Or these all are. Just get everything that's furthest away. Just for the collection anyway. Because they're going down here. Go out there, because we want to move away from this area soon. So that should help change things a bit. Alright, that cargo ship is out. Next one is in to be built. Oh my god, the next one's out already. Wow, that was quick. I didn't expect that. Okay, so this can now be powered on, and we can turn on ice. So the first bit of storage of ice is going to go in here. So this is going to be room for 600 ice. But we need even more than that. We're going to need to expand more storage down this way or something.
Population transfer complete.
Alright, they're in optimal working conditions now all across the board. So I might have to leave it there. Now that this is a good place to say that I sorted most issues. In fact, this can be resumed. Yeah. So if we have a look, it's such a chaotic episode, but we've got 500 people here. That's the max. The optimal conditions, neutral stability. Totally fine. Now, we can turn that building on again soon, just once the infirmaries handle these guys. Get tech rolling again. We have 25 cycles to go, and tech is really important to get moving, so we have to do that soon. Sector 2, just to go back over it. We kind of reorganized the place. There's room for now multiple waste disposals in here. We have a second polymer refinery building, although this might be deleted and maybe I'll put the fusion thing in there. I'm not too sure just yet. We'll have to see if we really want to be melting ice at a faster rate. You can't move water, so I guess no. If we want to only ever use water in food, I suppose the only reason... There's no real reason to have it in there. I'll think about it anyway. Sector 3 then. We built an extra farm. Built some extra housing. Optimal conditions, 358 people. A lot of food storage. A lot of ice storage that is still in use to be fed in here all the time. And now Sector 4, housing and ice and storage and cargo. That's basically what these sectors are all doing. We do have homelessness. 88 homelessness, so we're just getting 40 extra homes there and then another 40. In fact, we can do both because we have 80 alloys now, so both of those can be built. That's going to handle all those 80. We have 200 cryopods in total, and then about 150 left to go. So yeah, we're doing it. It's taken a while, but we're doing it. Now these are all on high priority. Everything should come back into the Tycoon from the furthest places first. Once those are clear, we then move down to Valiant 71, collect everything we can, and then maybe move over to Fargo, collect the rest of this last bits of stuff, maybe Plymouth, and then that's it. I'll try to go as fast as I can the next episode. Once the people are kind of in and thawed out, then it really is just a matter of storage and maybe power if we get even more polymer, maybe, I guess. So yeah, things are looking good. All right, that's going to have to be it for this episode. It's quite a long one. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey guys, thank you very much for watching, and remember, if you want to support the channel directly, you can click the join button to become a channel member. Doing so will get your name in the credits, as well as loyalty badges and emotes to use in the comments. You'll also get exclusive access to my Discord, where there's dedicated channels for each series I'm doing, and it's a great place just to meet others and make some friends.